Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Rise and Grind, where we give quick business tips that will give you a better buzz than your morning coffee. This week, we have been focusing on cleaning up our Facebook technique, and today we are going to go over Facebook advertising. Now, before we do, there's a few things that we need to check to make sure that our businesses are even ready to start advertising. Too many times I've heard people do I've tried Facebook advertising. It doesn't work for me. It just doesn't. It's all a farce. It's all crap. No, it's not. Hashtag user error. Sorry, not sorry, guys. That's the truth. Statistics show that Facebook ads work. They are amazing. They have amazing results and it's consistent. But there is a learning curve. There are some things that you need to make sure to have in order before they're going to be effective. It's not a magic bullet. It takes a little finesse and it takes a little work. So first off, let's go again why Facebook ads are so amazing. Let's first off, let's talk about, first off, let's cover why Facebook advertising is so amazing in the first place. We have 2 billion people on Facebook. If you all got the notification just recently, Facebook was celebrating too. 2 billion people. That's a lot of people. And what that means is that there is somebody new on Facebook like every second. Just finding this platform, just learning all that it has to offer and all its wonders and stockiness, right? All there. So your audience is on Facebook. We spend so much time on social media, so go to where they are. They're here. They may be other places too, and that's great. We're not saying that there aren't other places to engage in advertising, but Facebook is definitely key, and the ability Facebook has to really hone in and target on exactly who you need is phenomenal. So Facebook advertising works. That's why you're going to do it, okay? That easy. So moving on to a checklist of 8 things that you need to make sure you have in order before your business is even ready to start Facebook advertising. If you don't check these 8 things, you're going to be one of the people I described before going, it doesn't work, but really you don't work. Okay? So be someone who works. Let's make it work. It's going to work. Just make sure you have this stuff in order. So the first thing is, do you know who your audience is? You might be like, yeah, Tanya, I know, like I can help everyone. No, your audience is not everyone. Even if technically your product or service could help everyone, your target audience is not everyone. We all have a niche. We all have a certain type of person that we can cater to or that we are just really good at, more than others, at helping. So let's say you're a trainer. And you're like, well, everybody needs to be in shape. I can help everybody. Ask yourself this. Who do you like working with? Do you want to work with a 6-year-old? Do you want to work with a 66-year-old? Is it somewhere in the middle? That's a choice you get to make. Who do you like working with? On the flip side of that, who tends to come to you? Maybe your target audience has chosen you. Maybe there's something you haven't even noticed yourself that you're amazingly good at that your clients do. And that's why you keep finding the same type of person coming to you. So answer those 2 questions. Who do I like working with and who's coming to me? That's at the most basic level. There's so much more. This could be a whole workshop about your target audience and your avatar and all of these things. But at the most basic level, answer those questions. And then once you can answer that, let's define some of those specific demographics. Are they male or female? What age are they? Are they 18 to 24? Are they 44 to 54? Where are they? Where do they live? National, international, 3-mile radius? What do? What's their career? Are they married? Do they have kids? How old are their kids? What grades are they in? What music do they listen to? Where do they hang out? Do they go to Soul Cycle on Saturday or are they hungover from O'Malley's on Main Street that morning? What do they do? Because here's the thing. Facebook knows all that stuff. So when we can get real specific and real close to understanding our target audience, the better and more effective our ads are going to be when we do proper targeting. So make sure that you really, really know who your target audience is. Do you know what makes you unique amongst your competition? This is number 2, your USP, your unique sales proposition. Just an acronym, us marketers and our acronyms. What makes you so special? What makes you unique? What did your mom tell you? Why you're so special? Okay, maybe more, what did your customers or clients tell you? This can be something as complex of your method is different. You've created a whole new way of doing something. Or it could be as simple as you offer hours that other people don't. Maybe you're available on nights and weekends when others aren't. This makes you unique. This makes you different than your competition. Because the fact of the matter is most of us, 99% of us, have competition. We're not the only ones who do what we do. So it's very important for us to find a way to step above the noise and make sure that we stand out as the unique, wonderful people that we are. Number 3, have you really defined what the end result of your product or service is? Not what your product or service is, but what is the end result? What does your client get out of it? What emotion, what experience, what result? So, yeah. Number 3, have you defined the end result that your clients get from working with you or using your product or service? Like the true end result, not what it is that you do, but what do they get? What do they receive? What does their life look like after working with you? This is so important to be able to define and be able to convey that emotion and the experience and answer the question, what's in it for me? Because really, everyone cares a lot more about themselves than they do about you. Everyone cares a lot more about themselves than they do about your product or service. Number 4, what's your offer? What are you actually going to offer in this advertisement? And does anyone want it? Like, do they really want it? Is it exciting? Is it going to make me stop watching goat videos and click on it? That's what you're fighting against. You're fighting against gossip. You're fighting against news. You're fighting against, stalking exes, all of these things, right? This is what you're doing. So a lot of you are doing, maybe not everyone. This is what's happening. So your ad, your offer has to be exciting enough to get us to stop in our tracks and go, whoa, I do want to know more. Click. So let's think of this as something like a consult, right? Consults can be amazing. Consults can be so helpful. You can glean so much value from a free consult with somebody, paid consult with somebody. Consults can be amazing. Anybody out there really excited about a consult? Is anybody out there like, oh God, I just wish I could get a free consult? They're not. Like, sadly, no, they're not. So it's really important that if you were to offer something like that, for you to be able to convey the end result of that consult. Let's say it's for something super not exciting, like healthcare insurance, a free healthcare insurance consult. Whoop-de-frickin-do, right? But it's helpful and you can help people with it. So instead of running an ad that says free health insurance consult, let's focus on the end result. What do they get from that? Maybe they get peace of mind from having the right insurance and knowing they made the right choice and knowing that their family's covered in the way that they need to be, knowing that they have a price that is good for them. All of these things, these are the end results. The end result isn't a consult. Well, I offered a consult. You got a consult. No, it's so much more than that. And it's important that you are able to convey that in your ad, or nobody's going to click and you're going to spend a lot of money and you're going to be that person in the beginning that I talked about saying, it doesn't work for me. Don't be that person, okay? So what's your offer? Does anyone want it? Is it exciting? Number 5, I get all that, but why should I buy it? Is there like a reason I really like need it? Like, yeah, I get it. All these things. It's exciting. It's that. But like, do I need sock warmers? So answer these questions. Does your product or service make somebody's life better? Does it make something faster? Does it make something painless? Does it make something affordable? If you can at least start with that scale to match your offer, you're going to be on the right track. But those are the things that we're looking for as humans. We want something that's going to be better than maybe what we're already dealing with. If we can do something quicker than it normally takes, now we're interested. Learn how to play piano in 24 hours. Crap, I'll do that because the whole like 10, 12 year thing like sounds really intimidating. If I could do it by tomorrow, bam, I'm in. Okay? Otherwise it's too much work. Good luck for all you piano players. You guys are probably amazing. You play like all these instruments. I missed out on that. So, but if you could teach me in 24 hours, I'm paying. All right? Or maybe you can do something painless. Like, we as humans want to avoid pain. We don't like it. So if you can help us avoid it, someone's going to pay for that. And affordable, no brainer. Like, oh my gosh, something I want that's really expensive. Now it's super cheap. You know, think about it like a car. Like, oh, Ferrari. Yeah, it looks really nice, but come on, it's super expensive. Well, did you know you can get it for the same price as a Toyota Camry? Might be getting a Ferrari tomorrow, huh? It's amazing what affordability will do to change your mind. So again, those are the things to look at. Why should they buy it? Now, in that same vein though, number 6, why should they buy now? So I get it. These things are great. You've convinced me. I'm kind of excited. I have a reason why it's going to benefit my life. But do I really need it now? Why not next week? Why not next month? Why not next year? Why not next lifetime? Well, that's where we need to add in a sense of urgency. So we have urgency. We have scarcity. Is it limited space? Is there limited time? Is there limited inventory? Or maybe it's just the fact that we're not getting any younger and the time is now. Whatever that is, you need to be able to instill a sense of urgency to these leads because your ad isn't going to be on forever. You need them to act now, right? So make sure that you've figured out how to create a sense of urgency that comes across genuine. If you just do the whole, we all know the ploy, like only 5 left, and then you sell like your ads on for another 6 months and you're selling 200,000, like, come on, we're hip to that. So again, genuineness always counts. Transparency always counts, but make sure that you do truly have something in there. If prices are going to go up, then damn it, next time that ad comes out, it better be a higher price because they're going to remember that. And then if the person didn't buy the first time and they see it cheap again the second time, then they're really not going to buy because they know like they could buy any time. But if they miss out that first opportunity and they see it goes up even $5, I bet you're going to buy it next time and be like, oh crap, they were serious. I should really get it. Oh, I missed out. Oh, $5, right? So why should they buy now? Make sure you cover that. And 7, what's your budget? What can you spend on this? That's obvious, right? Like we have to have money because Facebook, that's costs. Now, granted, their prices can be amazingly affordable, super cheap, $5 a day, something like that. $400,000 you could also pay. They'll take all types of money. Go figure. You need to know your budget. What can I spend? But there's another side of this as well. You need to understand the lifetime value of your customer. So let's say that you're running ads and it's costing you on average about $10 to get a new customer. And when you get a new customer, they pay an average of $10. Your profit margins aren't looking so great. You got some awareness and there's some benefits there, but maybe it's time to rethink the ad and change it a little bit. Or maybe you're aware that your lifetime value of your customer, even though their first purchase is around $10, they come back and they tend to spend 5 more times, right? So now you're making a lot more money than that initial $10. So now it makes sense to spend that money to get that client. But if you don't know those numbers and you're just stabbing in the dark and you're just like, oh, I hope somebody does something and I think it was a good campaign, then you're already shooting yourself in the foot. You need to know these numbers, not just for ads, but really your entire business model. This is super important stuff to know. You need to know your numbers. But this is where you understand how to adjust your ad. Should you pause your ad? Should you change the ad set, make some different targets and whatnot? You can't do that if you have nothing to base it on, all right? So make sure you know your budget and you know your numbers, you know the lifetime value of a customer, and you know when it makes sense. And then you can know if your campaign is effective. Lastly, the 8th thing, do you have a plan to handle the influx of responses and sales and all of that jazz? Because in a perfect world, they're going to be banging down your door wanting to get stuff like, oh my God, we love your ad. We want everything. Whoa. And if you're disorganized and messy and missing orders and can't fulfill stuff and all this, you're going to do more damage to your business than you would have if you just never threw an ad at all. So many businesses go down, and I mean down like the tubes, by making this mistake. So you better make sure that you have a process in place. You have your staff ready. You have your sales funnel, your email sequences, whatever you need, plenty of inventory, your shipping stuff figured out before you go and get an amazing response and screw it up. Because this is the thing. When somebody loves a product, somebody loves and had a great experience, on average, they tell 1 to 2 people. Like, oh my God, Sarah, this was amazing. Yeah, Mom, I loved it. It was so good. And then it's like, meh, I'm off to something else, right? YouTube, cat videos. So that's what's happening. But if they don't like it, if you piss them off, if you screw something up, on average, they tell 9 people. And they probably won't just tell Sarah and Mom on the phone. They're going to be on Yelp reviews. They're going to be making Facebook posts. They're going to be telling everyone, calling managers. It's amazing how much effort we will make as humans to make sure you know that we were pissed and that we've been done wrong. That is not the kind of word of mouth that you want for your business. So make sure that you are in a position to deliver the absolute best customer service, best experience. So this is a great experience for you and you can keep doing Facebook ads and making money, right? So those are the top 8 things. Make sure you can go to each one of these and you can have your business fit against this checklist, that you understand each of the nuances here and that you can meet these requirements before you try Facebook advertising. You will save yourself a lot of money, a lot of time, and potential heartache if you do this before you get into advertising. So go ahead and join us for the next video. Part 2 is going to be right after this, where we are going to go into the nitty-gritty back-end specifics of Facebook and Business Manager and setting up your first campaign. All right, see you guys in just a minute. Bye.